Do you know that I was a communist? Yeah, about 50 years ago. I went to Rutgers, very left-wing university. Still is, from what I understand. And do you know that I got thrown out of the movement in early 1975 for being a deviationalist? And worse yet, a moderate. That's what I was accused of. So let me tell you a story. As a freshman, in the fall of 74, I was very excited going to university. History major, all that. I wanted to study all the theories and understandings. And yes, I leaned very much to the left. So immediately was caught up in this movement known as the Coalition to Fight Cutbacks, because there are always cutbacks at universities. And we would go to Trenton and we would demonstrate for more money for the university. But those who led us, mainly from the history and sociology departments, were very, very far left. And they had an agenda, and we all had to know it. We were going to overthrow the American government. But they couldn't say it out loud. We would have meetings in secluded places to discuss such things. We also believed in the dictatorship of the proletariat, because of course it's the people who don't have so much money and that they are the workers, that they know what to do. Everybody else is exploiting them. We understood and we were told as a fact that businessmen in nice suits, that they're the new fascists. I mean, they had been fascists before, but now they simply changed their outfit and we had to get rid of them. There was no place for capitalists or capitalism in the future world. There'd also be no voting, no democracy. I remember going to a demonstration and reporters came up and asked us questions. Now, we had all been given the script in advance. We were told what to say. I was interviewed and I hit all the points correctly, except for one. I sort of missed it. Of course, they asked if anybody else had something to add. And the student standing next to me, she added in the half sentence I had missed, 4 or 5 words. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, how come nobody here can speak freely? We have to say exactly what we've been told. I had a history TA who was a Stalinist. And as far as he was concerned, Stalin was God. Several people in the students in the class had relatives, friends, whose parents had been through the Gulag, those forced work camps in the Soviet Union, and he objected, so did a few others. But it was all put down. No, it's not true, on and on. After a while, I began to ask questions. And I asked those who were leading the movement, what do you intend to do in the end? They weren't 100% sure, but for sure there's no democracy. And we're going to split up all the wealth, and everybody's going to be equal. Wait a minute, who's going to rule? Those of us who know how to rule. That was more or less the answer. And the more questions I asked, the angrier they became at me. Because you weren't supposed to ask questions. You were supposed to go to demonstrations, run around with whatever flags they gave you or banners, and yell, down with whoever happened to be the enemy of the moment. And that's what I began to think to myself, wait a minute, maybe I better read something here. So I began to read Trotsky and Stalin and Marx and Engels, and I came to a really interesting conclusion. Most people, like as in 95%, if not more, that are in these demonstrations, never read any of this stuff. And that I don't really feel that I belong, but really we don't want cutbacks at universities. In the end, I got thrown out of the movement. I was called a deviationalist, but then they really accused me, said, you're a moderate and you can't make a revolution. And therefore, you're out because you're willing to speak with others from the other side, hear their opinions, and think for yourself. And you're not supposed to do that. Conclusion. We go to university not just to hear what the professors tell us, but to think for ourselves, to read other materials, and yes, to challenge them, something of which is not done very much nowadays. Have a good one.